My name is MiKL PoTtS. I live on and sail this Scepter 36-foot sailboat, and this is where I am today. Atlantic City, New Jersey, USA. When I started this YouTube channel, I said to myself I was going to be honest and post everything that happens on my trip from Toronto all the way to the Bahamas. In this video, I'm going to show you my most terrifying experience yet on this boat. In previous videos, which I'll make a link to right there, I had problems anchoring. I had 40 feet of chain and 120 feet of nylon rode. And I didn't think much about it. I thought it was maybe a fluke, and I hoped that it would change and everything would be fine. But I was wrong, and I dragged anchor under a bridge and got my mast caught there. So I was coming into Atlantic City. Everything was perfect. There was dolphins on the bow. It was a beautiful day. And I made my way into the Atlantic City harbor and looked for a place to anchor. When I got in there, the tide was slack and everything seemed fine. And I was actually there for 24 hours. And then things went really wrong. The anchor alarm that I was using, Anchor Pro, went off at 3 a.m. and I went out on deck to see that it happened again. My boat was sideways and I was slowly dragging towards the bridge. I quickly put my gear on, went out on deck and attempted to tie a fender around the end of my anchor rod and let the anchor go so I could, go off and re-anchor. But it was too late. And by then, the mast hit the bridge and got caught in one of the girders. And right then and there, I knew I was in big trouble.
All right, we're fucked. Absolutely fucked. Boat's caught under a bridge. Mast caught up in there. We're fucked. So I got help coming right now. We're gonna see what happens. All right, guys, so here's what happened. I got the Coast Guard here. I drug anchor, and the mast is stuck under the bridge. Yeah, go!
So it was high tide and dropping. The worst part of it was I had to sit there, stuck, while the top of the mast smashed onto the underside of the bridge. And I had no choice but to wait for the tide to go down so I could finally free my mast and get back out and re-anchor. This took about, 2 hours of sitting there while the mast smashed on top of the bridge.
All right, we're in a situation, guys. So this morning, my keel got wrapped, my anchor line got wrapped around the keel, and I drug anchor under the bridge here. Mast is caught up there, and the tide is going. It's slack tide right now. Tide's gonna turn around in a minute here, and it's gonna lower, and I'm gonna get out of here. But for now, I'm worried about this, the boat going into that. I got the Coast Guard here. We're gonna get out of this situation, guys. You'll see. Everything's gonna be fine. The mast isn't gonna break. I called Sea Tow, and they were like, "There's nothing we can do." So. Bit of a sticky situation, guys. Like, should have stayed clear of the bridge. I should have moved the boat earlier. Anyway, lessons learned. I think we can get out of this with an intact mast, and then I can go up there and replace all the instruments that are up there. It's not a big deal.
I was very thankful that a local fisherman came by and asked for my halyard, and I gave him my halyard and he towed me so the boat tilted sideways, and I finally made it off. Problem is my prop got caught in my anchor line.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, I will. All right, so I made it off the bridge. Everything's fine now. Still got a mast. That's what's important. Unfortunately, when I came off, my anchor line got caught around the buoy, and I'm now stuck. But it's 2 hours until low tide, which means there'll be some slack and I can get off it and go anchor. So Coast Guard's going away. If it wasn't for that dude who stopped and helped me, I'd be screwed right now, right? So anyway, I'm gonna have to do a full inspection of the rigging now and see what other damage there is on in terms of like hull damage and stuff. I'm gonna go think about this for a bit. But next low tide's in 2 hours. We'll get off this. We'll go anchor somewhere, and we should be all right. Okay. I'm just thankful that you know, I'm here and I'm fine. All right, so it's not over yet, guys. So when I came off the bridge, I backed onto my own anchor line, which got caught in my prop. So next low tide is in 1 hour. So there'll be like half an hour where there's slack and the boat won't go anywhere. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go jump in the water, cut the line, come back in, hop in the dinghy, take the boat out with the motor, anchor, and then Jesus. And then, fuck me, man. And then once I'm anchored over there, at least I can be secure, and I can go under with the scuba gear and like cut the prop free. But it looks like I'm gonna lose my anchor. That's okay. It's not a big deal. I got another one. So, Jesus, man. It's just the way it is, guys. So I'm gonna wait an hour and then we're gonna do this. Okay. All right, so I've made it out of the trouble, guys. I'm officially anchored again. I didn't tape it because it was just too crazy, guys. And Martin here helped me. Thank you, Martin.
You're welcome, man.
And I'll tell you, we did it together. God, it was horrible. I'm gonna tell the story, but for now, I'm just glad that the boat's okay and the mast is still up, and that's it, man. Holy.
The next day, I used my spare anchor and dragged the canal and was able to bring up my chain. And I got my anchor back. I was very lucky. Now, I hope that this video helps other mariners out there who can learn this tough lesson that I learned. I've since replaced my anchor system with 150 feet of 5/16 G4 high test chain, and it's solved my problem. I haven't been in this situation since then, and I've anchored many times on my way down to the Bahamas. Join me next week as we continue on this journey from Toronto, Canada, all the way down to the Bahamas. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.